everybody, it's Emily here. I am here with Alexus Butler, who was the 2012-2013 AWSC Miss Snowflake. Alexus is actually one of the very first people who believed that I could start racing, lake cross snowmobile racing. And so I decided to have her over to do a little interview with me. Thanks for coming over, Alexus. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So your sled, I love your sled. It just screams Emily. Every aspect, from the leopard print, back on the back, to all of your stickers. It's just amazing. And I just kind of want to draw attention to a couple of stickers you have on here for narcolepsy awareness and I'm not tired, I'm narcoleptic. Yep. I just want to take a minute and talk about some of the challenges you faced about your narcolepsy.
Yep, definitely. I've been diagnosed with narcolepsy for about 2.5 years now. It's a rare disorder. About 0.05% of the population has it. It's about 1 in every 2,000 people. It's a sleeping disorder. You can get it either genetically or some people also get it from a strong emotional event or getting some sort of heavy hitting virus like mono or meningitis is another one too. So you don't have to have a genetic disposition. It can only be diagnosed through a sleep study. They determine how long it takes you to hit REM sleep, and then by that they can tell how long it's taking you. If you're going into it right away, not a good sign, and you're never getting that restful sleep. Challenges, definitely, we have excessive daytime sleepiness. It's about equivalent to you staying up for 72 hours straight and then functioning right away as a normal human being, going to school, going to work with no caffeine, no stimulants, no nothing. That's the exhaustion we feel every day. So we take stimulants during the day to keep us awake, keep us so we can concentrate and be productive in work in school. We also can have sleep paralysis upon going to sleep or waking up. With that excessive daytime sleepiness, we can also have sleep attacks. I've had multiple ones driving in the car. Very, very, very scary moments. Almost caused accidents multiple times. We can also have what are called hypnagogic hallucinations, again, upon onset of sleep or waking up. I'll have them sometimes in the car at night when I'm really tired and I see things on the road that are definitely not there. We lucid dream, which is pretty cool. Our dreams are very vivid, color, sound, smell, feel, touch. We can completely control our dreams. They're extremely lifelike, but if you're having a nightmare, you don't want that. You don't want to be experiencing some of that kind of stuff. And the other one is about 60% of us have what's called cataplexy. It's a loss in muscle tone. Usually it's brought on by a strong emotional event. I have it, but it's extremely mild. I haven't had an attack in a very long time. But for me, it's when I'm laughing very, very hard and my knees will buckle and I've lost the function, basically. My legs get off the floor. So I just lay there and sit down and calm down, and eventually I can get my legs to kind of start working again and get back up. But some people have it so bad where they look catatonic. They basically look like they're passed out and unconscious, and they get called an ambulance and they don't need it. It's just they need time for their body to pick back up and regain that function. As far as the snowmobiling goes with it, getting up really early in the morning to get to the track. Sometimes we got to be to registration at 7 a.m. So for me, depending on how far we have to drive to actually get to the track, I got to be waking up at 5 in the morning. My body does not respond well to waking up very early. No one likes getting up early, but for me, it's a lot more detrimental. With the medication that I take at nighttime in order to help me sleep, I have to time and schedule my sleep. So if I have to get up at this time, I have to count back 8 hours. I have to take my dose of medication at that 8-hour mark. I have to set an alarm for 4 hours later. That goes off in the middle of the night. I have to take a second dose of this medication, and fall back asleep. If I don't get enough time in between my doses, it'll screw me up. If I don't take the medication, I cannot sleep. If I take the medication and then I have to get up too soon, it will make me incredibly sick. So throughout the whole process of getting ready for the race weekend, working on the sled, if I've already done my normal job during the day and then I got to be in the garage for how many hours, it's extremely exhausting, and to the point where I just kind of have to step back and tell Joel, hey, I need to go inside. I'm getting way too exhausted. I need to start kind of calming down for the night and need to make sure I'm going to get my sleep. It's very exhausting. You got to push yourself. You know what your end goal is, so sometimes you got to sacrifice the sleep, and you just got to push your energy level as hard as you can. The medication only gets you so far, but it's a struggle I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. There's no cure, so I just kind of do the best I can in scheduling things and not pushing myself too hard, but just getting done as much as I can with it.
So how do you wish to represent narcolepsy through what you do through your sled, through your racing, or just in general?
I definitely, I got my 2 stickers on there. I have my narcolepsy awareness sticker. We run a black ribbon for narcolepsy. Like breast cancer awareness is pink. You'll see ours either in black or purple. And I got my, kind of joking one, I'm not tired, I'm narcoleptic. Just to kind of put out there that, I have this disorder. It really is debilitating. Looking at me, you wouldn't know that I have something wrong that affects my everyday life, but I can still have fun with it. I can, poke little jokes at it. The coolest thing is when people come up and look at my sled and, they may ask me, hey, what are your stickers for? Is this for you, or, is this for somebody else? And being able to educate people is one of the biggest things for me, because a lot of people who hear the word narcolepsy, it's one of 3 things. Either they've never heard the word before, they've heard it, but they don't know what it is, or they've heard it and they have the media stigma of, oh, isn't that when you just are talking to somebody, you can just pass out? That's my cue to kind of say, hey, well, yeah, in extreme cases, but let me tell you a little bit more about it. So through being able to have these things on my sled and things to draw your eye in, just like my duct tape leopard print seat in the back, the more people that I can educate on the disorder, the better. Because even the medical community as a whole is not very educated on it. I've even had to educate some of my own doctors, like my medical or my general practitioners, on really what it is, because people just really don't know what really narcolepsy is all about. So the more education that I can do, the better. If I can do interviews at the races, and mention it and put a plug in for it, the more the better. That's the biggest thing for us, is we just want people to understand it and know what it is, and not, get rid of that media stigma that's shown in TV and movies and things like that. So the education part is definitely the biggest thing for me.
Well, it's really great that you embrace that and try to educate people as much as you can, and I hope you reach your goals and try to reach as many people as you can.
Yeah, definitely.